We're back. Welcome to Poderosa, a Survivor podcast where you have me, Tony, you got Mammers, and you got Vree. And we're here to talk about a really good episode of Survivor. That was awesome. I love the outcome. I love the process to the outcome. It was just amazing to me. What did y'all think?
Yeah, I mean, we got a bounce back episode at least. This episode was just filled with actual Survivor content and gameplay. We learned about all these different alliances and relationships that we had no clue about because we haven't seen anything about Survivor, it seems like. So it was nice to actually get like a Survivor episode. And the boots were nice. I agree.
It was just nice to not get one tribe, because there's multiple going to tribal and they don't want to give away who's going to tribal. So they have to do a little bit of an edit of everyone. And I think that's what helped this episode is we got to see more people that we haven't got to see in the past couple episodes. There's still some people that are purpled, but when you have 24 people, you can't give everyone the limelight. And I personally believe,
especially when the purple people haven't even been to tribal yet for the most part.
Right, exactly. And also too, like I'm a firm believer, like, not everyone can give that TV when they're there. I'm sure when they're in casting and everything, they seem great. They get out there on that island and they're not giving that television that they need, and it's just, that happens. It's normal.
Yep.
Not everyone can be, the same attention.
I do think Tiffany gives though. Like when Tiffany is shown, she's giving to me. So I just think for her, it's just the fact that she hasn't been to tribal. So it's like, we got to show these other people. There's only so much time we have. Do you think that Survivor changes the edit, like based off of maybe what they hear the week before? Do you think they would actually go in and change?
I don't think so.
Well, I know they don't edit an entire season like before it releases. I do know they edit it like as it goes.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
I thought they had it all prim, prop, and ready before.
Yeah.
Because Big Brother has to do it as it goes, obviously, because it's a live show. So I'm curious that Survivor also does that because they're not a live show. So they have a little bit of time to edit and, push whatever narrative they want to. I don't think they're in tune with what their audience likes and dislikes all the time. So they may think that something's going to hit and it just is not. And it hasn't, you know what I'm saying? So they probably will never do it ever again. But now their edit has to bounce back from the low. Like we'll use Zach Brown as an example. No one wanted to see him. No one cared. They thought it was going to be some big giant deal, and it just wasn't.
The ratings went up.
Okay, but the ratings are also been going down for a long time. So like you have a little bit of an up on a way down. Like that's not good.
I don't know how I feel about that because more people saw the episode. Cool. It also got ranked horribly, so more people saw it and they also didn't like it, so that should tell you, well,
more just people saw a bad episode.
Just because it got more views doesn't mean we should do this again, because next time it won't get more views because people did not like this.
I think that they're trying to like push the celebrity narrative and the influencer narrative because that's what's popular and trendy right now, and that's what other people are doing. The problem is a Survivor is not big enough to hit those A-list celebrities. You're never going to see Ariana Grande on there. You're never going to see Beyonce on there. Like even as a guest appearance or anything, it's just not that level. The celebrities of reality TV are not the same as celebrities up high. It's like the special few and far between, like Bob the Drag Queen, stuff like that. It's way different world than Survivor is. I mean, even getting C-list celebrities is hard for them to do. I have a feeling that the pool was very small of celebrities who they could get to respond and agree to, a contract or whatever to be promoted on Survivor. I just don't see the platform being big enough to attract big celebrities.
I mean, I still think Zach Brown more so reached out to Survivor about doing what he did than Survivor.
It could have been.
Maybe not Mr. Beast, but like Zach Brown, it did feel that way.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, he's come out and said like he reached out because they had the influencer Survivor thing, and they had one of the like big Beast guys, a couple of like their production people on that season.
Oh wow.
And apparently that's how the conversation happened with the Beast and the Survivor collab. That's kind of where it started from what I heard. But but overall, I mean, the episode's good. We can start from the beginning, and I thought it was interesting. Obviously, it flashes back to Ozzy and him being mad at first, which for me, like as somebody who would be out there, like I would appreciate it to see somebody's raw emotion and then them kind of realize that emotion they had and then pull it back. And then I would like to see that process rather than somebody just be like, oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, because at least then you know it's real.
Yeah.
Everything, like the raw emotions were all real. Whereas like if he's just like, yeah, it's fine, no big deal, I don't care. You can tell that's so fake because yeah, you obviously do care. You got left out of the vote. Like anybody's gonna care in that situation. Nobody wants to get left out of a vote by their alliance. Like that's not a thing that people want.
Yeah. And it's nice to like I don't know, it's better entertaining TV too. Like I feel like I'd rather see somebody kind of blow up than just be a game bot and be like, whatever.
Yeah.
I think too, like he was, he is human. He's going to resort back to the way that he always is as a person, so he had his little temper tantrum, just like they highlighted it, just like he has in the past. The difference is he has grown. He has understood his mistakes and learned from them. And he comes back the next day after he takes a moment to himself being like, hey, you're being kind of a dick. It's time to not be a dick because you're playing a social game here.
Yeah.
And he comes back and apologizes. I apologize for my actions. I should not have treated you that way. I should not have said this. Let's move forward together and let me show you that I mean what I say and that I'm not going to do this to you again. And it works. It's working. Like people want to work with Ozzy. They want a relationship with him. We have had multiple confessionals of people saying, you know what, it might not be best for my game right now, or it might be difficult to do, but I want to work with Ozzy. He's the one I want to work with. And I think people see that because he's grown. He's not the same person.
I like too how he immediately was like, Emily tried. I could tell she was trying and Christian forced her not to, basically. So like he was able to understand like, okay, I need to only have this blame on one person and it's Christian. And that was
Christian even came out and said, and I think Ozzy would have picked up on that without Christian saying anything, but Christian did say like it was me who wanted to leave you out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool to see like Ozzy and Steph. Like I didn't really think about it when the cast came out, but they played like basically at the same time of Survivor. Like they've been in this community about the same time, and they were both two huge characters, like at their time. So like now to see them working together so closely is really cool to think about.
That was one of the relationships I was talking about too. It's like apparently they're a locked in duo based on what Stephanie was saying to Ozzy and what she said in her confessional. I'm like, we haven't even seen these two talk.
Yeah, like, I mean, we did see Ozzy tell Stephanie, the conversation about the idol happened. So I did assume they were pretty close, but it was nice.
I mean, I get it. The assumption could have been there, but it's like we haven't seen it to the extent of what they're saying in this episode now. I
think too, like they have a mutual understanding of old school versus new school. They don't want what happened on Winners at War. Like and the Survivor edit might not show that because it can be kind of shown as like pre-gaming almost in a way. But like I have a feeling that this old school, new school thing is way more important to the old school people than it is the new school people because they've been burned in a returning season. So in their head, even if like like I said earlier, if what they're doing right now isn't working with each other, directly right now, they have that understanding. Okay, you're old school, I'm new or old school as well. We're having each other's backs.
Well, I think big part of that is not even just that it's old school versus new school, but like the mentalities are actually just different. Yeah. The old school players view the game differently. They're also older because they played forever ago. Yeah. So they have a different mentality from like a lot of the new school, which are more game body, young, immature type personalities. So it's like those things are kind of clashing a little bit in a way as well.
Stephanie and Bobby John were the first returnees to not be on a returning season. Yeah. They were the first time the Survivor brought just individuals back onto the next season or a season in general. And that speaks something too. Like Stephanie is no, idiot. She's no dummy. Like I think that, some fans underestimate her a little bit. And I'll admit, even at the beginning, like no one is saying like, I'm rooting for Stephanie. She's my top favorite, blah, blah, blah. But I think that she's playing really well right now. She's in a good spot. She was the single one on that tribe where she could have been going home, but everyone else wanted to pull her in and work with her. And it's right now, she's not in a power position, but she's still in a good position where people need her.
Yeah, no, I think she's playing pretty well right now. Then we get into the other tribe, where Coach is over here like, you're this your new nickname. Here's your new nickname.
I would have laughed in his face.
I love it.
I mean,
I love Coach so much.
I don't know how to. I hate it, but
I
like,
love it.
It's
but, like,
funny.
it probably works.
But
It's
like, if I'm
amazing.
Colby or Joe there, I don't know how I don't just laugh in his face with what he's
I
doing.
mean, Joe loves it. Joe's all about it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Colby does too.
Colby was laughing on the inside though. You
Colby
could
was
tell.
laughing a little bit.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
he was getting knighted and getting a nickname. And Colby in his confessional was like, it was hilarious. I don't know what was going on, but I'm here for it.
What I love is that Coach is doing this because he generally wants to. He's not doing it as a ply. He's not doing it as a ploy or whatever. Like he's not doing it to get anyone over. He's doing it because he really wants to, and people see that as genuine.
Oh, he truly believes it. He said, "I want to sit at the end with Colby and Joe and have this."
Yeah.
You do that, Coach, and be a 0 vote finalist, baby. I believe in you.
I mean, I don't know. I could see him beating them too.
Right now, I think
What?
Colby would win for sure.
I think Colby would too.
I mean, maybe, but like, I don't think it's some like sweep.
Well, we
Yeah.
haven't even seen these people like interact with each other a whole lot either. So I
Yeah.
mean, we can't really
Yeah.
say too much about it.
I don't know. I mean, you get to see a little bit of Coach and Aubrey have a conversation. Which like this is where Coach gets caught up though. Like, Coach wants to play this loyal, honor and integrity game, but then when like somebody on the bottom comes, you want to try to pull them in. Like that doesn't add up, Coach.
And now he is literally aligned himself with every single person on the tribe except Tiffany. So unless he votes Tiffany next, he's breaking his word to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, I could see. Like, I mean, obviously we know what happens at the end of see what happens next week, but I could see him pushing a Tiffany vote. I don't.
Yeah.
That wasn't out of the
The
complete
question
realm.
is, if we have this many people coming together, all right, next episode, we'll just break the egg or, break the ice. It's merge. Are people going to be attacking people on their own tribes? Or are they going to be attacking the other tribes? Because we have some tribes that have only been, that one tribe's only been tribal once. The other one hasn't been at all. There are some people that still haven't had their torch lit and they're at merge now. Are we targeting people that we are not familiar with? Or are we targeting these people that we know are our enemies and they got to go?
It's hard. I got to really think about the numbers and who's voted where and who could be aligned with who. But
it's such a big amount of people.
I think somebody who hasn't been
17-person merge, just like Super Duper did how many seasons ago?
I think it's a big problem when somebody hasn't been to tribal yet and they're at this happens.
Yeah.
That's who I'm looking at, like as a vote in this situation. So I feel
you don't know what they're doing.
Nobody trusts them. They've been floating around through the game. It's very easy to just say, well, let's target one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably who I'm gonna be thinking is the vote out, but I don't know. Who knows? It could be beef. And I mean, like obviously Ozzy could be throwing Christian's name out and some of that could come out. So who knows? Then we get to the other tribe and we see Rizzo start putting in the work. You see that relationship with D, which a lot of people are like saying that D and Rizzo had this relationship because of his relationship with Sophie. But to me, that doesn't fully make sense because D and Sophie, I mean, they might have talked. Look, I'm sure Sophie might have messaged D and been like, hey, I just played Survivor. Like, I'm just trying to,
but
I don't
still
know, maybe
a 9-day period.
And either way, like they didn't have enough time to like
actually really get that close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Rizzo just has this ability to really like charm people and he gets in good with D. And D's the winner. And it makes sense for her to align with the person that people don't know or people are going to target. Like she needs to align herself
and
with.
we never saw her working with Charlie at all. She did have talks with Jonathan. We saw that, but we never saw her talking to Charlie.
Yeah.
So like, it's not shocking that she'd be fine with getting Charlie out, especially when she's got Rizzo, giving her all this information and showing that he wants to work with her. And then same with Sari. I mean, they exchanged a bunch of information too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, they told each other about idols and extra votes and all kinds of stuff. So that's crazy. I was worried about Camilla though. I wasn't sure.
That would be the one that I would say was not so much Rizzo. That must have been more D, and we just didn't see it.
I love Camilla's edit. I mean, like she hasn't really been shown a whole lot, but this episode, I really liked what they did with her, and finally gave her some confessionals, and we got to hear what kind of views that she has going forward. The vote was in her hands last night.
I give
What'd
her
you say?
major props because on 48, like she had multiple confessionals being like, I hate this like integrity thing. Like, let's play Survivor. And the first chance she gets, and like she does it.
Yeah,
So
she played. Yeah.
so that's definitely awesome.
I wonder what made her want to keep Rizzo over Charlie.
I think part
I
of
think
it
a
was
little
that
bit of
she
it,
didn't.
but
I think honestly, part of it was that she just played that like super like loyal game in 48. So she was like, I want to change it up. I really do think that was a huge part of
I
it.
mean, like a Jonathan Charlie Rick alliance doesn't seem like a type of alliance Camilla would want to work with,
no.
anyways.
And I'm sorry, but Rick Devens alone just doesn't scream loyal ally to me. Like
No.
like someone like Rick Devens or like Coach, I would be so afraid to align with because they're so TV heavy, they're so edit heavy that they're going to be the production's going to be pushing them. Not trying to be this way, but they're going to be pushing them to make more rash decisions, say more rash things. They want to get footage of them, being the personality they cast them for. So it'd be, a worry in a way to really want to work with somebody like that for Camilla, because she wants to be the person that's chaotic and making these decisions like this. And she doesn't need somebody else that's going to do it to her first.
I mean, like Dee and Rizzo seem like way more type of people she would want to work with than Jonathan Charlie. Like, so I mean, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
They seem like they would have fun playing together.
Yeah.
And Charlie, I'm so glad he's gone. Again, for like the 5th straight episode, we see him bringing up Rizzo being Maria, basically.
And
let it go, dude. I'm over it.
Understand the situation. Like, what? Like, we didn't get one scene of him actually asking Rizzo, can you explain to me like what happened in your final 3? There was no question. He just automatically put that block up and hated him from the jump.
All the fans hate Maria too because of it, Charlie. Right. But like, you don't get over it, dude.
Yeah, you're playing 50. You're not back playing 46.
Like, you don't see Maria or Kinsey on Fire podcast appearing on the Tonight Show. All this stuff. Like, okay, you didn't win, but you did win in a way. You won other things out of Survivor other than the money. Like, he 1,000% did, and anyone that says otherwise is wrong. Like, there was no reason why Charlie had to go into 50 with that much of a chip on his shoulder. I mean, no reason for it. It ruined his game.
I'm shocked that Devens was left out of the vote.
It's I said that in the chat. It's very weird to me that him and Sarita voted differently.
Yeah.
Because they were working together on the first tribe. So I don't know what happened there to where they're now not voting the same way.
I don't really understand why Cirie and Devens didn't have a conversation. Like, hey, Camilla's basically saying this to one side and this to the other side. Like, why are we leaving her in the middle? And maybe, I mean, honestly, neither one of them were the vote. So if they're really playing hard, that wasn't in the edit, they could just be like, hey, let's vote separate and let Camilla make the decision, and then we can just play both sides.
Yeah.
But obviously that wasn't in the edit. Yeah, I mean, that is smart. But if it was in the edit, I would think it would be more of like they would play it up like this Kyle and Camilla thing.
Yeah.
But that wasn't in the edit, so I don't think it's going to be important.
Just genuinely, they were not on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was interesting. We basically just continued. I love how Rizzo now finally became aware of it and was like, all right, well, you're gone now, Charlie. You're dead to me.
Yeah. I don't know. How do y'all feel about Rizzo telling so many people he got the idol?
It's very Rizzo. It doesn't shock me.
It worked for him the first time.
He doesn't.
Why wouldn't he think it wouldn't work for him the second
time?
But
it worked. He only had to do it the first time though, because he found it in front of everybody.
Okay, but he now has that in his head that I can play it that way. So he seems like the type that he doesn't actually care about the idol as an idol to play it to save himself. He uses it as just like an aggressive, I have an idol, like you can't vote me.
I said this earlier. He plays so much like Tony Vlachos. I'm not saying he's as good as Tony. I don't think anyone will ever be on the same level as Tony. But I mean, he's very in your face, very open to the camera, very, energetic when he talks, very, I love being here. I love this. I love being a character. And he's smart and strategic at the same time. It literally reminds me so much of Tony. And it's working for him.
This might be a hot take, but I think, I mean, just off the top of my head, I think I have Rizzo like in my top 5 best players to not win.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean he was fantastic his last season, and he's playing the same way this season, and people are buying into it this season just like they were last season. They're a little hesitant at first. Where is God? Why would you call yourself that? You know what I mean? But you get to know him, and he does that. His social game is being himself, and people love it.
And
They
like,
do.
he doesn't hold back. Like, he was even telling them about his season. He was like, yeah, I played awesome. I did that thing. I want to be a Survivor great. Like, he's straight up like telling these people this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's being honest with them.
I know.
You know, because he doesn't want to lie. And I think that's how often do you get that reaction from somebody? You know, well, I mean, there's not really a lot of situations, but you think Russell was saying that?
No.
You think Russell was showing all of his cards like Rizzo? No way.
Yeah. He's just out there with it.
Yep. And then we get into the challenge. What y'all think of the challenge?
It was good. I like that we finally had a challenge where it was like neck and neck. We had a good challenge. It came down to the wire. Everyone was in it. Like, I liked that part. I was still rooting for Pink to finally win. They didn't, but you know, it was a good challenge, very balanced. Yeah, I mean, Ozzy and Jonathan both killed it off the start.
I loved how they went head to head.
Yeah, I mean, they were neck and neck, while Joe, who's still good, was getting blown out of the water by them.
I don't think he got blown out of the water.
By the time they were all done, he kind of did, but they were able to catch up because
the way he was able to even keep up with them too in any way is impressive to me.
And then they caught up because Tiffany had like the best rope shit I've ever seen.
That was wild.
Just done. I'm like, what is happening?
I missed it. I had gotten a text message right at the same time, and I looked at my phone, and I missed her doing that. So I'm hoping I can get a TikTok of it some point in time. Yeah, I heard it was really good.
Do you know who came out on top though of the race between Jonathan and Ozzy?
Ozzy did. He got to the platform first before the other two.
Yeah.
I was very happy.
Yeah, me too.
I mentioned this to him when we were watching the show. Do you remember Survivor in New Era, at least, putting this many competitions that involve swimming or the water in? Because I've noticed they've had a lot of competitions where they're swimming. Like now that Jonathan's there and Ozzy's there. Like, you think they did that on purpose to highlight these players? Like, oh, you guys know Ozzy and Jonathan for being amazing swimmers. Let's put some of these competitions in here to highlight that.
When you said that last night, I said, no, I don't think so. But now that I think about it, every time they dive into the water and start swimming, Jeff gasses them up. He's like, Ozzy flying through the water, Jonathan diving 20 feet into the water. Like, he is gassing them up for doing it.
I just think that
maybe you do have a point.
I'm telling you, I just don't remember them being this many competitions. There being this many competitions already in the new era. I wouldn't say old era, but new era.
Yeah.
On them putting that many competitions that involve swimming, and I think they're doing it because these returnees are on here. I bet when we go back to 51, and if they're newbie seasons or whatever going up, they're gonna not put as many swimming competitions in. Yeah,
it hasn't stood out to me like as them doing too many water challenges, but with that being said, like, I do think it's possible. I mean, Ozzy and Jonathan are fucking incredible Aquamen. So
they really are. It's nuts.
And Genevieve's not a bad swimmer either, going to the women.
There's a couple of women great.
Stephanie's amazing.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We'll see. And then, unfortunately, it got to the later parts in that challenge where the Pink Tribe could not keep up.
Yeah. Which, again, it's just like, it gets to the point, too, though, like I was saying to her, it's like, it gets so hard to come back from losing because you're all so exhausted because you're not getting the rewards. You're not getting all the things. So, like, the losing it's so easy to snowball into where you just keep losing because you're malnourished compared to these other tribes.
Yeah.
And they were right there on the cusp. And
the sandbag throw onto the little platform thing, I saw a different angle of that challenge, and it looks a lot harder than I think we would imagine.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's high.
It's not that it's high that bothers me. It's that it's like it's like far away.
Yeah.
Like, you're throwing it at an angle rather than if you're throwing it straight up, it'd be easy, I think.
Right.
But since you're throwing it at an angle, it hits that platform and keeps going.
Yeah, you almost have to throw it at a bigger.
I guess I didn't realize how far back they were. I have to rewatch that.
I saw a different angle, and I was like, geesh. And even like the lower ones, it looks like the lower ones are actually further away.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
That makes sense.
So yeah, Interesting.
It like spiraled towards them as it got higher.
Yeah. What else? Then we get it to the scramble period and shoots over to the first tribe that's going, which is the pink tribe, and you see Ozzy like he's starting to have this I feel bad, let's go talk to Christian, have a good talk, kind of squash it. And Ozzy is like, this is perfect what you have to do. Like you have to do that to Christian. But then in your head, you have to know, like, okay, well, he did it once. Like now I can screw him over.
Right.
Problem is, he tells Emily, and then Emily's the biggest rat of the season.
But I will say, like, multiple things here on Ozzy. Credit to him for trying to be more strategic and going after Christian.
Yeah.
Two, socially being in a strong enough position to where he does push Christian's name, and still there is no talk of going for Ozzy back.
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I don't know why.
That's because people want to work with Ozzy.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm giving credit. Like we got to give credit to his social game for that. The fact that he was able to say Christian's name, Christian know about it, and still not even try and go for it.
Christian gave him a shot in the dark.
Yes.
He was always targeting him. He gave him a shot in the dark, which again.
But Emily told him. Emily definitely told Christian how to do that.
Some fans are confused, or some viewers are confused. Christian, okay, Ozzy didn't take Christian's shot in the dark with the intention of using it. You can't use someone else's shot in the dark. He took Christian's shot in the dark from him to take the ability away from Christian to use it.
Yeah, it was basically like, if you vote me out tonight, if you're blindsiding me, then you're not getting your shot in the dark.
Correct.
Like,
I think everyone's like, oh, Ozzy's so stupid, he can't even use a shot in the dark anyway. I don't think he plans on trying to use Christian's shot in the dark.
It's just you don't have it. If it's an insurance policy.
He's taken the ability away from Christian to be able to use it.
And I will say, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've seen people ask for the shot in the dark and get turned down or get blindsided. I don't think we've seen someone ask for the shot in the dark, get the shot in the dark, and then vote together to send somebody else home. I don't think we've seen that happen.
Maybe.
Also, too, like, it's crazy that whenever Angelina was getting voted out, she said, when back in my season, there was 3 people. There was, they were the majority vote in this type of tribal, and there were the 3 that made it to the end. Christian, Emily, and Ozzy are all there, and they're walking out of tribal together, all together. Like, if they're the final 3, that's some crazy foreshadowing. Yeah. Good foreshadowing on Survivor's part.
I just don't see Christian getting far. He's
you
got
never
too
know.
big of a target.
Listen, I never thought Mike White would go home when he did, but we were bamboozled there. Charlie and Angelina were pretty predictable.
I will say, I think the best strategic play for Ozzy was to still get Christian out, but what we didn't see, I'm guessing, is Stephanie tell him she doesn't want to do Christian, because that's the only way that would make sense to me why he wouldn't just do a Stephanie, Angelina, Ozzy vote on Christian.
Well, but also too, Ozzy and Emily and Christian, they've all been going to tribal together. They've been together since the beginning. And,
I know.
He's mad at Christian, but he also did forgive Christian a little bit too.
Yeah, no.
So
I think it's more Emily turning down Ozzy to doing Christian.
And that could be possible too, because for some reason Christian wanted to work with Emily more than anyone else. I still think in Christian's head, Emily is his number 1 right now.
And Ozzy did make it clear that he feels very close to Emily too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those three,
and I think Emily
Ozzy and Christian themselves are having a little bit of a rocky road. Emily's the glue there to hold that together. And I think she knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think Emily's a big part of why Christian couldn't go after Ozzy too. I mean, I'm sure Emily was no, we can't. We're not doing that.
Right. Yeah. And then at that point, if she tells him that, then there's just no even like attempt to make that happen.
Yeah.
So.
I've been so impressed with Emily this season. I know that she's not been the greatest ally to Christian per se, and keeps throwing Christian under the bus, but I still think she's doing great.
I mean, she's been an absolute chaotic mess, and is not getting targeted for it. So that's like impressive in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think like we're seeing her be this rat, but like she's not getting caught being this rat really.
Yeah.
I mean, she came clean about like coming right when they swapped about Christian and the idol thing. But other than that, like she's getting away with it. And I think, I don't love it, but like it's working. I think she's playing good because of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
then we see Angelina go home. She has her little jacket thing, which is like basically her whole Survivor storyline, I guess, because she was so irrelevant to the season. Like, the jacket scene was funny, but it's like, that's really all you wanted to provide to Survivor this season was this another jacket scene. Like,
I mean,
I didn't
Is
hate
what it
it.
is.
I didn't love it. I wasn't as gassed about it as a lot of other people were.
Yeah.
I think
I
it was
didn't really
everything.
care. I didn't care about our
Yeah.
first jacket moment, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, we did get the and Jeff impressions during this tribal.
Oh, that was
Oh, they were
hilarious.
amazing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I usually hate
I loved it.
hate cringy Jeff, but this cringy Jeff was fantastic. It was so funny. He was nailing these impressions.
I'm a supporter.
I thought he did great. I
Cringy
liked it
Jeff.
way more than the rapping.
Yeah.
Way more than the rapping.
The Colby
like
one was
both.
good. The Christian one right to Christian's face was hilarious to me.
Yeah,
Like he did so good. It was great.
I want to see that more than like, let's talk and make fun of survivors that have already played, or the ones that are currently playing. Like that's more survivor content that you're giving out. About, and it's fun for the super fans who know all the players you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it was a win-win. I thought it was hilarious. Me and him were cracking up.
Yeah.
I mean, the Colby one was perfect.
Perfect.
Nah, all he said was Mr. Jeff. That was the only thing that really made me think. It actually took me a second to figure out who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought he did Jonathan good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the other two I really liked the Christian one and the Colby one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Angelina goes, and then we go to the next one, and we get the showdown of Rizzo versus Charlie. And it, I will say the edit kind of did get me for a second that it was just a big Rizzo vote.
Me too. The vote was good. I like the way they did that vote.
Yeah. I mean,
Tribal's whole edit. I mean, Jeff asked Rizzo like 3 questions
Rizzo
that pertained around his thoughts of the game.
They set us up for it's a Rizzo boot, and then pulled the rug out from us and gave us a Charlie boot.
I
was
was going to be so sad if Rizzo got voted out.
Only Rizzo can get the edit where he's like, R-I-Z-G-O-D, like, I'm Rizzo, baby, I'm running like this is, and then not get voted out. Normally that's setting up them to get like blindsided.
That's what I mean. They set us up for a Rizzo boot, and then it's Rizzo. No Charlie's happening. We're like, oh, is it actually Rizzo? And then they pull the rug out, and it's Charlie. He's gone. Like it was.
I'm super excited to see how the people who didn't vote for him are gonna come back to camp and.
Especially Jonathan, because Jonathan's been playing really well, I feel like, and now he has his first, adversity of the season. But now we're having this big, like, come together moment. So I mean, Jonathan can easily just run to like the Colby coach,
Genevieve,
Ozzy, situation almost, Stephanie, all those people, and like be fine almost. So I don't know. It's interesting.
Okay, let's think about this. 17 people. I mean, we got time. Let's think about who might come together.
Oh, I need a picture. Hold on. Let me pull up a cast.
Well, I think it's who I just said. I think it's Colby, Coach, Joe, Ozzy, Stephanie, Suri, Rizzo, Jonathan. I think that group comes together.
Did anyone do the draft picture last night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's such a I don't know. Like, you think Jonathan and Suri are going to work together?
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
You got, I think, definitely Christian, Emily, Suri, Ozzy. Like, that is, but also Suri's working with Camilla, D. Like, she could pull them in too. That would be a nice story right there. Huh?
And Colby and Rizzo should be close now.
That would be people like Coach and Chrissy and
Tiffany's going home next. I've decided it's Tiffany. She's out of here.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
Book it.
Because D wants to work with Tiffany super well. And I could see D being the one targeted just for being a winner.
I can see D
Camilla. I think like people like Camilla and Suri are gonna want to go after like Joe, maybe.
What about Rick Devens? I could see him going.
I mean, it's possible too.
Maybe,
but he's gonna have Emily and Christian.
Is that idol still hidden at Tribal? We haven't heard anything about it since they did that.
It's got to be because we haven't seen anything otherwise.
Emily's gonna be a pretty important player.
Yeah,
I think during this with the Ozzy Christian balancing that with now Devon's coming back into the picture. It kind of makes me think that none of them are gonna get voted out.
I just that's why I think Tiffany, Aubrey. Nobody's working with them. It'd be very easy. We have this huge mess of a situation.
Yeah.
Let's just go with somebody like Tiffany who nobody cares about.
But D does care about Tiffany. and she's not going to let her go home because whenever
Yeah,
I don't
she
think
was in
enough.
hot water, Tiffany was there right there beside her, and
I
told
don't
her
think she's going to
immediately.
care enough after they've
They
been
spent
apart.
a lot of time together.
They never even voted together.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter. It matters.
I also
a
think
lot.
Ozzy and Tiffany are going to hit it off. I know they haven't been together yet, but they are with each other way too much in post game stuff for me to not think that they get close in this game.
Who?
Ozzy and Tiffany. I just think they're going to hit it off.
You and Ozzy were close too, and Ozzy voted his ass out.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Q and Ozzy are very close in real life, and he was all right quick to vote him out.
Yeah.
Ozzy's playing for himself. He don't give a fuck about these outside relationships like some of these other people who are trying to play Friendviver. Ozzy is not playing Friendviver.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited to see. I want to see Ozzy and Cirie get back together because Ozzy, yes, he's gotten by. He's done a great job without Cirie in this game by going to so many tribals and surviving. But like, I don't know. I still think he needs Cirie's strategic brain.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. Should be good.
I don't know. Y'all think so? You're thinking Tiffany?
I think Tiffany.
I don't.
I don't either. I gotta make a pick.
I'm gonna say Chrissy
Chrissy
or Rick Devens.
I hope it's not Chrissy. I know we haven't got anything from Chrissy, but
I was gonna say why? What are you missing from Chrissy?
I know.
Except for her whole edit.
I'm gonna say Joe.
Joe? Yeah. How about Aubrey?
I just think she's gonna play the idol.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Who has idols again?
Aubrey, Ozzy, Rizzo.
Okay.
And
who gets them back if they use or if they
Genevieve?
Genevieve has found 2 of them. Who was the other person? Christian? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Genevieve. I want more of her too.
Maybe it won't be Joe. Maybe that's just me hoping. I don't know. I feel like Camilla's probably not gonna want to deal with that, but then he probably is. She's probably like, okay, he's a good ally for me at this stage in the game, so they probably work together.
Yeah, I just feel like Tiffany would be the easiest vote to gain traction on.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody would really fight it other than Aubrey, who nobody gives a fuck about either. So,
except for Tiffany.
Yeah, maybe. All right, I'll say Aubrey.
Okay.
I don't know how, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it anyway. All right. Well,
that was fun.
Yep. Good episode.
Yep. Down to 17.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, by the way, I am winning our draft. Hi, me. I haven't even had anyone voted out yet.
Are you done?
Only one person out, and it was Kyle. Me and Tony both have lost 3 people already.
Last night was a rough night for me, but hey, still time. But on that note, I'm out.
I'm gonna win.
Bye.